tell you something, brother. This might be the best OG Kush I've ever had. Ooh. Ooh, yeah. You just said a mouthful, brother. I'm higher than helicopter butt. Listen, though, Hulkster. Younglurch has been running his mouth on that podcast. Blaze the Bingo Hall podcast needs to show some respect to the veterans, brother. I say we run in there and show Younglurch and his guest just exactly who the OGs of this game are, What you gonna do, Blaze the Bingo Hall podcast, when the Macho Man and the Hulkster run wild on you? Ooh, yeah. Give me like 10 minutes, though, because I'm really, really stoned. Oh, yeah.
Welcome into Blaze the Bingo Hall. I'm your host with the most, Younglurch. If you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe. Today we're joined by the Derby Devil himself, Hunter Price. Hunter, thank you for stopping by the Bingo Hall and blazing it with your boy Younglurch.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, man. How's everything going for you? Everything cooling today?
Yeah, good, man. Just got off work not too long ago. Ready to do this podcast, man. Chat up with you.
Hell yeah, man. So we'll jump right into it. You're a younger guy. You're only 20 years old. What first pulled you into professional wrestling instead of anything else?
I mean, really, realistically, I've always been in wrestling my whole entire life. Family has always been involved. I did wrestling in school. My grandfather, he got me into it at the age of 3, watching it with him. So I just ever since I can remember, which was 3 to 4 years old, I've been watching it since. Known everybody. Realistic, and then from then, just that's how I got into it. I've always stuck with it. Did wrestling through high school, and then I was well, at the age of 16, I was I think it's time. I want to take the step and go find a school and go professional, and I've been doing it since then.
So you did amateur wrestling in high school?
Yeah.
Or even growing up?
Yeah.
Okay. Was that sort of I guess a little bit of fundamentals into before you got into pro wrestling? At least you got some sort of knowledge of, some holds and stuff like that?
Yeah, certain holds or basically takedowns and stuff like that. Just certain moves, and just being athletic in general too. Having that endurance that whole time, it just helps you in professional wrestling nowadays. But there's some slight differences. You gotta change some things, but it works out.
I guess it's also good to know how to protect yourself too, in case anything gets wild in the area. Somebody might have to shoot on you, or you got to shoot on somebody.
Yeah, especially some of the places that we wrestle at. You never know these things. Man. You never know.
Never know, bro. You never know. That's the thing. Sometimes you see some of these wrestlers that don't have any type of real martial art background or wrestling or anything like that, and then they you just see them just flail.
Fall flat. Yeah.
So what was the exact moment where you knew all right, this is what I want to do? So you said once you got to high school, you're, I guess, transition out of amateur wrestling. Mm-hmm. You wanted to give it a go, see if you could do it.
So I got out of, I would say I graduated early. I also graduated at 16 at the time I got into wrestling. So I was, I would say about 14 to 15 or so. I kind of stopped watching wrestling for a little bit. So then right before I turned 16, I started going to watch deathmatch shows. So up in New Jersey, GCW, all CZW, all those guys, H2O. I went up there pretty much for a lot of their shows and was just watching them as a fan. And that's what kind of really just watching it got me back into wrestling. It was wow, this is kind of cool. They're making art with wrestling. So it's it's pretty cool to see that. So it got me back into it. And then that's when I turned 16, I was okay, well, now I'm the legal age to sign up if I have a guardian. So I had my grandfather come with me, and then we found a school in WDWA in Martinsburg at the time, and I just ran it from there.
Oh yeah, it was I guess Grandpa was more than happy to help you out with that.
Yeah, he was let's go, let's do it. Let me know the dates, and we're gonna be going there. I was let's go.
That's awesome. It's good, I guess, to have that support system, right? Versus I guess your family could be no, you shouldn't do this, and then make you wait until I guess you're 18 or
I'm so glad I had the support system behind me at such a young age, just to be able to chase your dreams, just go do it.
So you mentioned that you graduated early, and that's also, is that because you're homeschooled?
Yeah.
Or were homeschooled?
Yeah.
So did being homeschooled, how does that affect your confidence or personality, especially in the wrestling world where it can be very outlandish and crazy and just yeah.
I mean, ever since I've been a little kid, I've always been like crazy, you know, like I've always done crazy things. Like I'm just always out there. But I would say like being homeschooled, it was really nothing different. I always still hung out with friends. I was always out a lot. Like I was around people, so I was able to just to be myself, like with other people. So I mean, really, I didn't take like you got the average person that goes to school, public school, and then you have the homeschool. You would think they're completely different, but it's really not. I mean, as long as you have that communication and you're out there, that's what I've always done. I've always tried to get myself out there and like get myself known to people, meet new people, talk to new people. So transitioning it with wrestling, it kind of took a little bit because it was like, okay, this is a different crowd than what I'm used to. So now that I've gotten used to it, it's like it goes with the flow now, really.
Becomes second nature to you.
Yeah.
Who were your biggest wrestling inspirations growing up?
Guys like Rey Mysterio. So I grew up in the modern era too. So like this is more modern era. Rey Mysterio, John Cena. I would say I watched guys like Eddie Guerrero at the time too. When I was a kid, him. Just I mean, so many more. Like so many I could put on, but like those are my top guys. Like just where I get my style from today too.
Okay. Do you like to go back and watch some older stuff too?
Yeah.
Or, okay.
Yeah, I've always recommended older stuff been watched to me.
Yeah, I highly recommend that to any wrestler, any up and coming, person get into the business, because I feel like sometimes like a lot of people today, like they don't care enough to even go back in history and look and see what came before them or who paved the way. And it's like you can take so much from these guys that because
and plus they make it so easy. Like back then they made it so easy. Like you could do nothing.
Yeah. Less is more.
Yeah, literally, you could do nothing and the crowd's going bananas for you. It's like it's so easy.
Yeah, always like that Pat Patterson crowd goes banana.
Yeah.
So you mentioned WDWA and that you started training with them.
Yeah.
But if I'm correct, was that under the old regime, not the current?
Yeah, that was under LT. Andreas,
okay.
That was when he ran at the time, and the trainer was Jacob Edwin. It was in Martinsburg at the time, ran in that little the little plaza in Martinsburg. Okay. So that's when they used to run there, and that's when I got into it. Trained there for about 6 to 8 months, and then went on from there.
Nice.
That's when they transitioned to the current now to Gavin running it too.
So have you wrestled for Gavin yet, or
no? I have not.
Okay.
Yeah, I've reached out. Haven't really fulfilled anything yet, but hopefully one day something could come out and we could fulfill something and hopefully it pop on there, because there's some good guys on there.
Yeah.
Some great talent on there, and the production's good on there too. I mean, all great guys get around,
Yeah, they continue to grow. They're like the local promotion around me, so I try to go there as much as I can. I've missed a lot of shows the past few months just with the schedule change, but I'm probably going to be able to get back going probably in like March or so. So
okay.
Yeah, like you said, they've grown a lot even since I started going. So it's cool to see how they're just keep checking the boxes.
Yeah, and they're only like an hour from me, so I mean it's very very close.
Perfect. Yeah, be home in no time.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, right. Quick drive.
So I know that you also do a lot of work for 3LW, Three Legacies Wrestling, with Jesus Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Is that like probably your primary organization that you work for?
I would say recently they're like the main ones I'm trying to push for and just up myself there. Like I started there last year with my first match was against Bill Bain for the world title when I debuted there, and then from there I went on. I wrestled other in the pre-shows, got the opportunity to be on Breakthrough, the first ever episode for Breakthrough. Got the opportunity to be in Red Rose Rumble 3, which was amazing. Sold out almost. Like it was like 2,000 some people there. Great. It was a great atmosphere. Like, I mean, was the second entrant in the Rumble 2. So I got the opportunity to be early on. Like I can't say any more about them. Like, but yeah, they're the ones I run with. I've been trying to get up there to train. It's just so far. Like it's a 3-hour drive. So if I got off, by the time I get there, the training would already be started. And then if I got off, like if I left at the time it ended, I'm not getting home until I got to go to work, basically.
Yeah, I understand that. But you mentioned your first match there, you said was for the heavyweight title?
Yeah. Yeah, I came in, Bill
It's a
Bain,
pretty big
wrestled him.
opportunity.
Yeah. Yeah, it was the stakes were high. They were set high on that one, and I went in there and I swung it like I do normally. I just crash and bash, man, and that's what I did through Bill Bain. Gave it all I got. Unfortunately, it didn't come up with the belt, but hey, you never know what can happen.
Yeah, man, it was the experience, right?
Yeah, it was a learning experience.
Yeah, oh, I'm sure. Who was the toughest trainer or coach that you had early on?
I mean, toughest. I would say have you heard of Shane Shadows?
I don't believe so.
Yeah, Shane's so Shane, he's a local local guy around the area. Big name if you heard him. Probably a lot of people know him around the area. He's worked for WWA under LT before too, and a lot of other places around here. He's been in the business like 30 years now. But him, like, he wasn't the toughest, but like I would say, like he drilled it into you. He pushed us, like he pushed us to our limits. Like he would made sure when we come out of practice, we learned something, or we were drilled into it. We knew it. So like, but everything he gave, smartest guy. I can't give him enough more props. Like him, my other trainers that have given, like Jacob Edwin and Bill Bain and them, like they're all everybody that I've gotten support from. They're all good. And Shane though, but he was like really into it. He really got you into it.
Is there any like advice like early on that maybe didn't click till later?
Yeah, there was a lot. There was like, obviously the moves and stuff came easy and all that stuff and all that came. But like the psychology part, yeah, some parts didn't come in. Like I said earlier, less is more. That didn't come in at all. I was trying to do so much crazy stuff.
Yeah, go.
Yeah, I wanted to do so many moves. I was like, move. And they were like, no, you need to slow down and place them in the right order. I'm like, no. But like, and then I learned it over time though, because it makes it so much more beautiful when you do it that way.
Yeah. Like you mentioned earlier, art, man, it's definitely a work of art in there sometimes, but like, it cannot be a work of art when you're just rushing through things and it just, sloppy.
People can get hurt.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. What do you feel like the hardest lesson was as a rookie?
Hardest lesson, I would say like, that's a good one. Like I would really say just shut up, listen, don't like take criticism. Like it's not really hard. It's just like don't just say yes. Like just listen to what they have to say, figure out what you need to do better, and go on from there. I mean, that's what you could do. That's what you're here to do. You're here to learn. We don't know everything, so just be humble about it.
Yeah, some people definitely try to think they know it all and do their own thing and.
Yeah, you're gonna get nobody's gonna want to work with you then. Yeah, nobody's gonna work with you then.
Yeah, it's easy to get a bad reputation in this business, right?
Yeah, it's very easy.
Yeah. Did you ever doubt yourself in training? And if you did, what pushed you to get through that?
Sometimes yes. At the beginning of my training, not really, because I did some backyard stuff at the time, so I had a ring. So I had that endurance already of like how to bump certain ways. I just needed certain things polished and learned the right way. So I would say at the beginning of training, it was so like I felt fine. I wasn't doubting myself until I would say about probably about 8 months in, because we were really pushing. It was like, when am I gonna, like I was kind of in the port like when am I gonna do this anymore? Like, do I want to keep doing this? But nah, like what got me back into it was once again like deathmatch stuff. Got back into that, watched a little bit of that, and just other being around more support system too. Like at that time too, 3LW was in that sort of area. I wasn't working for them yet, but I was helping out with them. So that support group there, a different company, being around different people, kind of got me back into it too. It's really, I think you got to change up your places sometimes to really find out what you love and like get back into it.
Yeah, it's easy to get comfortable sometimes and, get
and
used
you lose it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's good, man.
Because you're doing the same thing over and over again.
Yep. What fundamentals do you feel like young wrestlers skip today and that they shouldn't?
A lot. I mean, a lot of like I see people like really the basics too. I could go and watch people like train and they don't know the basics. Like there's people that have been training for like 3 to 4 years, and I go and like I'll give you a hip toss. What is that? I'm like, what?
Really?
Yeah, yeah. Or like give me an arm wringer. I had one guy. I was like, give me an arm wringer, and he was like, how? And he was like, how do I get out of it? And I was like, you've been training for how long? And like, I'm like, what is? You're just doing moves and you don't know the basics. That's how somebody's gonna get hurt. And people they're not looking for the moves, they're looking for the basics. They're seeing if you're polished, if you could do the basics and you could go.
Yeah.
Like,
that's mind blowing.
Yeah,
that's mind blowing.
It's bad sometimes. But that's the thing though. That's where I can come in and I can help them and show them what I know and be like, hey man, this is what I've been taught. Maybe I could teach it to you, you know, and I just love doing that too.
So you don't have any problem like helping somebody out when you see something that you know you can.
Yeah, because I don't want to see nobody else get hurt, and I don't want them to think that that's the right way, and then they get scolded by somebody else because it's the wrong way. Yeah. And if maybe I could show them one different way, and they're like, oh, okay, that might help them. They might do something. They might go back and ask, hey, is this a different way of being shown? Like, you know, whatever.
Yeah, it's always good because, you know, like, yeah, that's crazy, though, that some people don't even know what a hip toss is.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. And I was just like, wow, okay. Yeah. But, hey, I'm here to help.
Yeah, man. So you mentioned House of Pain as well. You recently got connected with them. I also seen a match you just had with Danny Grandview.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that match. I thought it was a simple match that, you know, you guys both did your part equally, and the crowd was eating it up.
Yeah,
so
they were.
Was that a good experience for you?
Yeah, House of Pain's always been a good experience for me. I mean, the guys treat me good. The Radical Stars and Trimmer and them, they treat me like family. I mean, I can't say anything like bad about them at all. Like I go train with them, help out with their kids, let they get in. Like Trimmer helps me out, lets me help them out and stuff like that. And he helps me go to train there and stay in shape and just get myself better, like just to learn more of what I don't know from somebody else, like a different trainer from who I've had before, learning from somebody else, a different style, a different way they train, which is always good to refresh your mind too in different places.
Yeah, but different perspectives.
Yeah, and the match with Danny, it was good until Alan Davidson had to get involved and spit in my face. I'm gonna take care of him here soon, but yeah, Danny's a tough competitor, good guy. He works around. He's been around the business a little bit here in MCW and stuff like that. But he's a good work. He was a hard fought talent. I love him, but good talent.
Yeah. So is that your next match with House of Pain? Will that be with I don't know what you said his name, but
Alan Davidson.
Alan Davidson. Okay.
Yeah, March 7th. On March 7th, Alan Davidson at the American Legion in Charlestown, West Virginia.
Hell yeah. What puts House of Pain, you know, what sets them aside from other promotions you may have worked for?
Really like the way that they treat everybody too. Like they're all family. We treat everybody as family, and like they're very open. They're very like open. Like they're right now I'm in a like with the Alan Davidson and stuff like that. They're very open with certain things. Like they let me have creative ideas and very open with it. They listen to everybody. And like the roster there, man. The roster there it's a good group of guys. Like you got the Radical Stars, you got TJ Sykes, you got Black Hawk, Austin Blackthorn, Kylo Kane. Like you got all these good guys and young talent too that are trying to learn. So it's like it's all of us put together in one group locker room. So it's just we all just go out there. It's good vibes all around. Really, that's all I can say.
You ever get any good advice from Bob Starr?
Yeah, Bob. Yeah, actually, Bob too. I forgot to mention him. Oh my God, yeah, Bob. That
OG.
Yeah, I love Bob. I love Bob. That's my man. He. Every time I talk to him, he's always like, "Hey, Hunter, what we doing? Like, what's up, man? Like, he gives me good advice too. That man is an advice killer. Like, he gives it to you." Yeah,
he's great for any locker room because Bob's seen it all, done it all, wrestled them all, and you know, a lot of times when I see him at shows now, it's like he'll tell me like, "Hey, like, you know, I'm just trying to like help these guys in the locker room and, you know, give them psychology in between matches. And like, we don't need 50 drop kicks off the top rope, on a show when it's like, we could have one and then, you know, that'll be for your match." And he's like really good at like trying to like coordinate that amongst all. So Yeah, he's good for any locker room.
Yeah, he's a good guy and good. He, like you said, the psychology. He's helped me out with a lot of psychology stuff here recently with the stuff that I'm doing now. So it is a good guy to have around.
Absolutely. What kind of wrestler are fans getting when they see you live?
Myself, man, you're getting the Derby Devil. Myself, really, like, I mean, I do the derbies, I do the demolition derbies. So you're getting myself. I'm crashing. Like, I just send my body. I use my body as a weapon. You're getting myself. I just be myself, who I am. That's who you're getting, man. But I can get wild. I can get pretty crazy and do some crazy things. But you never know when it's gonna happen. That's the crazy part too.
So you're like the human demolition derby out there, huh?
Bingo, basically. Yeah, like you hit it right on. That's how it is. Yeah.
So what came for you first, the demolition derbies or wrestling?
Both really, actually.
Okay.
But wrestling, like school wrestling, came first.
Okay.
The derbies came as wrestling came, because as soon as you turn 16, I could do the derbies also.
That's what I was going to ask. Do you have to be a certain age to do that?
Yeah, you have to. Well, you don't have to. They have different classes. They have like a youth class, but I always just waited till I was 16 because I didn't want to drive with my parents. I wanted my own car to get in there myself and just drive and go crazy.
Is that something that your family does also, or just something that you're like, this is?
No, yeah. I've always watched it as a kid. They've always like watched it. We've always went to it. I have friends that do it and like other people that I call family that do it. Like, so about when I turned 16, I was like, I want to run my first car. Let's do it. Me and my dad, we built it. And then ever since, we just been building cars. Me and my dad and me and my buddies, we just build them and go to shows.
So how often do you do the demolition derbies?
Anywhere to like 3 to 5 times a year.
Okay.
Just because I do it, I mean, it's a lot of money too, and you're a lot of work on a car. But I pick my certain ones because I like to run in certain places. Just because hometown tracks or like people go there and stuff like that, or it's a big name track. So I just like to pick my places.
When you're in like a demolition derby environment, or you also like plug in your wrestling too, like, hey, I'm a wrestler. Like,
I train. Literally every time I try to cross platform both of it. Because I mean, if you think about it, in wrestling, you're trying to be the winner. You're trying to use your body as a weapon. You're trying to win the match. Like, that's what you're doing in a demolition derby. You're using your car to win. I mean, so like trying to put that together, it's simple. It's so simple to put together. It just clicks, and people love it. Like, too, at one time, Elite Pro Wrestling Alliance, I used to work for them. They actually had a show at the Demolition Derby where I recently did the derby in Pennsylvania in Dunbar. So it was kind of like.
Did you do double duty then?
No, I didn't get to. I wanted to so bad, but
that would have been awesome.
I wasn't able to get the car up there with the wrestling match and then do it in time. I would have been like scrambling through, but it would have been so cool. I finally got to do it though, so it was kind of cool coming back, doing it as a derby this time.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. What's been your favorite match so far, and why?
Favorite match, I would say with Heath Slater. I tagged with Heath Slater against the faculty. Jacob Edwin and Andrew Thompson last year in Martinsburg, West Virginia at the Berkeley County Fair for CPW. We wrestled there, but just being with Heath, that man's like, everybody calls me Heath Slater or like Charles Robinson. Yeah, and like when I see Heath, I can see it. Yeah, everybody says it. Yeah, I was like, hey man, I'm your kid tonight. And he was like, oh my God, yo, you do look like me. And I was like, let's go. Like, yes, bro. It was like, all right. It was just good because as soon as that happened, I was like, this is going to be awesome. The match is going to be awesome. He literally let me do whatever I want. He was like, go in there, get your shit in, like run it, give me the hot tag, and I'll come in, bam, and let's go home. And I was like, hey, that's works with me. Let's do it.
That's awesome. Mini Heath Slater.
Yeah. Yeah, literally.
Where do you want your wrestling career to be in 5 years?
5 years, to be honest, I would like to be signed.
Okay.
I would have to put in. I got to put in a lot of work.
Signed for a major company, or is there a certain one?
I would say a major company. Yeah, I would like to be signed at either WWE, if AEW called them to. Like, I would love to work for them. Maybe MLW. That's a good place too. MLW is a great place, especially with Ricardo and them working there. That would have that influence going in there. Or like NWA. Working for NWA would be good. They're very classic too, and I love what they do there. They got guys like Spencer Slade and stuff like that. So it'd be a good group of guys to get in there and test myself to the limits on those. Yeah. If I'm not signed, really, man, just like working. I want to be making money. Like I want to be making money from the business and being where I can at least almost like provide, or it's actually like paying an income to me. Like those are the two options, but the major one would be the top priority is to be signed. So it's push the limits now.
Hell yeah, man. It's good goals.
Yes, sir.
What seminars have you had, and what's the biggest impact or growth from them that you took away?
Seminars. So I've done a lot. I've done a handful of them. Recently I did one with Ricky Morton at WrestleCade. I got the shirt on. This was at WrestleCade when I was there. Ricky, that man, I've wrestled with him a couple times, been on shows with him before, but being able to do the seminar with him and like learn in-ring work from him, so beautiful, so simple. Like the art form, like we were talking about earlier, like that was in it. Like everything, like we ran tag team matches because he was like how he was in the Rock and Roll Express. Like tag team matches were so simple, and you could do single matches just like it's just so simple. Like basics, like I said earlier. Basics. That's all he cared about was like, if you can hit the basics and have a basic match with that, the crowd's going to love it. Like, you don't need to do nothing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's crazy to watch some of those veterans like Ricky. Is like, you're like, you're overwhelmed, I guess, in a sense, because you're like, this guy's done it all.
Yeah.
But then it's like you said, like, what he's telling you is just basic stuff. And like, the crowd eats it up and they get over, and that's how he's still wrestling.
He's still wrestling now,
and everything.
Yeah, he's a Canadian destroyer. That's all he's got to do. The crowd goes crazy. It's like, oh my god, you know what? But I know being around him too, like being around him. That's what also like talking with him before I got that seminar also gave me the little bit of comfortability of going in there and doing that.
What about his son Kerry? Have you got to meet him as well?
Yeah, I actually reffed Kerry's match when I was a referee training. It was Kerry Morton versus Reggie Collins. I reffed them at Fair Play WrestleFest. So getting to learn from Kerry and Ricky at the same time, like I had a 30-minute conversation with Kerry, like just consistent talking to him. He was like, just do this. Like, this is what you got to do. Like he was telling me what he did when he was growing up to get in the business. The kid's smart, like he knows what he's talking about. And now I had that connection with him too. So every time I see him, I chatted up with him and his dad. So it's just that connection that you have.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, that I believe Kerry said that like he made. Ricky made sure that Kerry like went to college and got a degree and everything else like that first before he really fully transitioned into wrestling. So I know he does a lot of behind the scenes stuff for NWA and maybe other companies as well. So he's another good brain that obviously learned from one of the best.
Yeah.
What's the best piece of advice that you've received from a veteran?
Best piece of advice. Like really, I would say best. Like, there's a lot of good advice that I've been given. There's not one that I can't pick out that's like the best. But if I would say one that really sticks out to me, I would say like, how do I put this? It's kind of like weird without really saying it, like without just saying it, but don't trust people, like, I mean, like realistically, that's my big one that I've had been told me, like, don't trust people like at all. Like you got to be able to stay on your toes and you got to be able to like protect yourself in wrestling too. Like you can go out there with somebody you don't know and something could happen, or just in general in life. Like don't trust anybody. Stay to yourself, stay to your mindset. Don't do stupid stuff. Like, really, like, just don't do stupid stuff. Like, like, as the stupid stuff is, like, just listen. Don't get yourself in, like, situations or anything like that. Like just listen to people. Really, that's what it is.
Yeah, it's I guess easy to get caught up in a bad environment and, doing the wrong things. So as long as you stay focused on the right track and, I guess keep working towards your goals. Yeah, that's the right mindset. If a brand new trainee were to ask you for advice, what would you tell them?
I've actually had this recently because I've been helping out the guys at House of Pain with Trimmer. So like I've been telling them like really like, so there's a lot of things that I tell them. I'm like, one, you gotta stay, like if you're in this, you gotta be in this. Like If you like, obviously you want to push, like if you want to be a weekend warrior, okay, you can be a weekend warrior. But if you want to be signed or whatever, you got to be legit. Like I'm still working on that myself, but just knowing it from what I know now and giving it back, I can be like, you want to be doing this, you got to do this. Or like just basics, like when we're in the ring, training them too. Like they ask me moves. Like I asked Trimmer, I'm like, hey, you care if I show him? He goes, like, I don't care. Show him. Like I'm here with you, so I can have that second advice and him watching. So it's like I give them the advice that I got. Like you keep your hair, like keep your ears open, mouth shut, just go with the flow. Like slow down. That's a good one, actually. Slow down. I've told because I just told somebody today that because I watched their match back, and I told them that today they were going so fast. And I was like, that was the main one. Slow down. That just like clicked in my brain. Like, slow down was the big one because you're going to hurt yourself or you're going to hurt your opponent.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want that. You want to keep each other safe. But like, slow down is the big one.
You also lose the crowd a lot of times too when you're not keeping it,
as soon as they notice, it's over for.
Yeah. What separates someone who makes it from someone who doesn't?
That's a good question, but realistically, I don't think nothing.
Okay.
Like, I mean, I do, but I don't, because you can make yourself somebody without having to be signed. There's so many guys that I've seen that haven't been signed that are named now and that they're very underrated. Like, they're so underrated in the business that they should have been signed. It's like,
I know you mentioned Tarzan before we started recording, and I feel like he's an easy one to say who's underrated and could be signed anywhere. Yeah,
the dude's doing training now in New Jersey. If you've seen that, like the knowledge that he knows, I've learned a lot of lucha stuff from him too. Like the knowledge he knows is amazing too. Like that guy's got a good brain on him. Also, I'm trying to get up there in New Jersey to train with him and have a couple sessions with him also. But like, you can make yourself. You just gotta get around the right people and put yourself out there. You gotta just push. You gotta advertise yourself, build your brand up.
Yeah. I think that is good advice what you were saying about don't trust anybody, especially in the wrestling business, because it can be so conniving and so backstabbing and so dog eat dog, because everyone's trying to get to that next spot. And if they feel like they can cut your throat to get that spot, then some people are, willing to do that. So it's like you always got to have your head on a swivel and look for your own best interest, because trust me, nobody else is going to have your best interest at the end of the day besides you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So what's the craziest derby moment that you've experienced?
Craziest derby moment. I've had a lot of crazy derby moments. Recently I went to Deadman, which is the one that I wrestled at. That's probably by far the craziest derby I've ever been in. It was 30 minivans. It was a team event. Yeah, it was me and my buddy. We ran our vans there. I took like 4 months before and started building a minivan, a Dodge Caravan. Drove it up there 3 hours, got in the derby. Me and him, 30 vans in there, and I backed up. I hit somebody, like I plowed into him. I turned around, drove up, looked back, put it in reverse, and just floored it. And when I floored it, I hit the dude so hard, my helmet flew off. Like I had it strapped and everything. Like I just hit and it stopped, and my helmet was gone.
Jeez.
Yeah, mid derby, and I was like, I literally came out like, oh, hold up, yo.
Do you ever put like a camera inside your vehicle to
I have it on my YouTube and stuff like that, and my TikTok page.
That's awesome.
I have it on there. As soon as I hit it, you just see it fly off. I was shocked too. I was like, yo, my helmet's gone. Yo, what?
So when you mentioned building out the cars, is there like certain regulations on what you can or can't do to these cars, or how you can reinforce them or not reinforce them, or I guess each race would be a different set of rules, right? Or
not necessarily. So it's just there's certain classes. You have like you have your bone stock class, which is a gut and go, or you have a bumper swap compact, which is like a little bit modified, or like a limited weld. Or they have which is called like the big cars, like the V8s, the bigger, older cars. You can run those. It just depends on what class you're doing. They also have kid classes, so like very simple stuff where they have an MWFA, which is you just strip a car out. You can go out on the side of the road, buy a car, strip it out, and just go in the derby with it. Like do like your little mechanics things, but just go right in the derby, like just how the car is. Yeah, take the glass out, take the interior out, like no plastics in it. You don't have to change the wheels on it. You just go. That's like the simplest and easiest class. But I like to do like the more modified classes and stuff like that, especially since I've been in it a lot longer. I try to go for money now. Like it's a lot of it's try to get the prize. You know, if you do more stuff, you get more money.
That's what I was going to ask next. What type of money is involved in these races?
It depends, like 10,000, 5,000, or like like your local county fairs, you're getting anywhere from either like $3,000 to $4,000, maybe
Nice.
1,000. But it regulates, because if you get it first place, you can say you get 1,000. Second place, you'll get like 600. Third place, you'll get like 300 to 200. So like you're still getting a third place. If you place third, you're still getting at least $200, which is something.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still money that you can put back into a car or something. But like building them, it takes a while. Like you got to do a lot to build them. Like you put a lot of money into it, a lot of time, taking the car apart, welding bars in and stuff like that, just trying to make it strong, putting on custom bumpers that are just insane. Like it's kind of crazy.
So yeah, like I was going to ask you, so you said you have to put a bunch of like welds inside there, right? To make it like more, I guess, structurally safe than just how it normally would be.
Yeah, 4-point roll cage. It's recommended. It's not mandatory. It's just recommended. But I like to do it because it kind of looks cool in a car. Yeah. But just having it though is kind of safe, because if you get rolled over and the roof collapse on you, you don't know what's gonna happen. So just having that bar to stop it so the roof don't collapse, it just sits on the bar, is just another safety protection. Especially some of the places I've been going to and the guys that I've been there with. You'll get hit hard. They don't care. Like you got to be on your toes in that one too. Like you got to be constantly looking and going.
So when the demolition derby's over, do you have to like? I guess you're responsible for getting your car out of there, right? And it's all like destroyed, and I guess that's the whole task too, right?
Yeah. Sometimes you can drive them out. That's the crazy thing too. Like sometimes I've had cars that that cut off of me in the derby, but as soon as I get in and I turn the key on, drive it off the track right to the trailer. Yeah. I'm like, why did you do this? Why did you stay running, yo? Why did you cut out on me? I was like, really? No, now I gotta run you again and I could have won something. Yeah. But usually they have like skid loaders too that'll pick up your car and take it to your trailer, so it's no big deal. They're good people too.
Yeah, I was wondering if that's how it worked, because I was like, how the hell they get the cars out there if they're like smashed or crap? Yeah. So, and also another hobby of yours, you collect wrestling figures. Is that correct?
Yeah. Awesome. I just started putting that out there recently. Because my collection is growing so much. Like, I mean, I you see behind me, I have certain stuff in here. Like, I have signed stuff too, stuff up there, signed AJ Styles figure. But I have inside my living room and stuff like that. I mean, I have at least it's almost 1,000, I would say, loose figures.
Nice.
Just in a case right now, and I have an extra 250 in a box. And I have some sitting right here. I have like tons of stuff sitting right here, wrestling figure wise. Like I buy classic stuff, I buy old school stuff, new gen stuff. I also sell them on Whatnot. Recently, I started doing that on Whatnot. I go in there and I'll sell that.
That's a whole rabbit hole, isn't it?
Yeah, man. I kind of screwed myself. I got to pay taxes now, and I forgot about it. And I was ooh, I'm gonna have to pay in next year. I was like, oh well. But it's fun. It's fun.
I became a seller on there like 3 years ago or so. Got into the wrestling cards, and man,
the singles
started go crazy, spending and spending. Yeah, bro, it's
my spending is bad.
Easy way to just rack up some. Yeah, bro. I had to delete that.
I would say since January, let's just say since January, I probably put $6,000 into the app.
I believe it.
And wrestling figures. But the things I've bought, so worth it.
You're not going to get any. Yeah.
No, I can't complain, because I've gotten some grails that are really hard to get, and it's like, those are the money. And plus, I think of it as an investment too. And just something I love. Like, I've always loved collecting wrestling figures as a kid, and I just love wrestling. I set them up. I just love the way they look and stuff like that. Like pops too, or just signed stuff. So everything wrestling I try to get. But it's like the amount is just insane. Like you investing back into it. So when I go to sell it, I'm probably gonna make a buttload of money back. Like it, but I don't think I'm gonna sell it for a long time. It's not going up.
It's a whole nother community, the collecting community, and then when you start immersing yourself into it, you're able to meet other people that you're able to like trade with, or they'll look out for stuff for you, and then they'll hit you up like, "Hey, this is here. If you want this, I'll pick it up."
I'm gone. They do it all the time, and as soon as they say I'm getting in the car, I don't care. I'm gone to it. I'm like, all right, I need it at least for somebody else.
So I know you mentioned you're from Virginia, and I don't know how far away you are from Strasburg, but have you ever been to the Strasburg flea market?
Oh, yeah, I go there all the time. I'm only 15 minutes from Strasburg.
Okay. So yeah, I had the owner Thomas on. I think he was my second or third episode. Okay. And he's got I know I haven't been there since he moved to the new store, but I was at
it's a great store.
Yeah, he's got tons of stuff there.
The new store is actually pretty good too. He opened up, it's literally right down the block. Like where he was on the corner, you walk down, he's right down the block in this little building, right where the railroad tracks are there. Where like the subway and all that is. He's literally right there. You walk in, it's a nice big building. He's got the figures on the side. I go in there and I'll talk deals with him and stuff like that too. Wrestling figures. I've gotten some recent ones there. But yeah, he's a great guy too. He's good to the community too.
Yeah, he's a funny guy. I was doing work down there last year, and I would stop in when I would go by because I caught him seen him on Facebook originally, and I was like, man, when I get down there, I'm gonna have to stop by. And I was like, well, here's my chance. And I had just started the podcast at that time, and I was like, hey, man, I was like, I know you're not like a wrestler or anything, but like obviously you got tons of wrestling stuff here, and he is a fan, so that's what I was like, hey, man, I'd love to have you come on, share your story, and promote your store and everything else like that. So yeah, it was a cool little episode.
That's cool to know. Yeah, it's cool to know.
So the collecting thing is crazy. Is that, I wanted to ask you, is that a Ric Flair's last match turnbuckle?
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's a Flair last match turnbuckle signed by Jeff Jarrett and the Briscoe brothers.
Nice. Were you at that show, or you just did you get that off Whatnot, or?
No. So that I actually got when I went to WrestleCade. I bought the turnbuckle. It was a match used turnbuckle off at WrestleCade. High Spots had them, so they were selling them. I think I paid it was like $100 or something like that for the turnbuckle. Damn. I got it on a steal. Yeah, I was like, they were like last day. They were doing it like the last day they had WrestleCade, so they were just selling.
Trying to get rid of everything.
Yeah. And I was like, $100. Yeah, that's a match used one. Yeah, let's do it. And then
it's from the actual match.
It's from the match. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing too. And I was like, that's a steal. $100 for it. Like, yeah, I'm gonna pay that. And then literally, you sit here, High Spots. You walk 2 tables down. You had Jeff Jarrett. He was on the show, so I was like, Jeff, here you go. I'll pay you. Sign this. And then 2 more tables. You had the Briscoe brothers. Rest in peace to Mark, isn't it? Jay. No, Jay. Yeah, Jay. I don't see Mark as much often either. He's kind of here and there in AEW. Yeah. But Jay, I have that on there now too. So just the value of that.
Yeah.
And it was literally he passed away, I think.
Right, not long after that, right?
Yeah. As soon as I got that signed, yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely one to hold on to too, and it's just going to go up in value, especially if you, if you're able to catch Flair and get him to sign on there too. That'd be awesome.
I had the chance last year at WrestleCade, but I ended up spending all my money to go meet Sting and Darby Allin.
Yeah,
which was still great meeting those 2 guys. I love Darby Allin and I love Sting. Like I was a whole face paint kind of guy when I was a kid and doing the backyard stuff. So it was just happening.
I'm a Stinger myself. Yeah, he's on my Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
What's the crown jewel of your figure collection?
Oh man, there's so many. I've gotten some recent pieces that are insane. Actually, right now, right here, I made this custom last night, which is if you can see up here, it's Joey Mercury.
Oh no shit. That is a throwback. Yeah, man.
Yeah, Joey, and then I have John Morrison to go with them, Johnny Nitro at the time. So I have them to go with them. And I mean, I had some grails. I just got one that was very expensive that I paid it was $70 for. I got it on a steal and whatnot. Like I was just bidding there. People were always racking it up. It was Evan Bourne, Elite Series 15, I think it is. Evan Bourne, which is a very hard figure to find. And like going online, he sells for like 150 to 200 plus without the box too.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So having the figure, I was like, yeah, that's a steal. I love Evan Bourne as a kid too. I loved watching him because of the shooting star press and just the way he was in Randy Orton too. When they did the RKO out of the shooting star press, that was so cool as a kid to see. So like having his figure was something that was like, that was mandatory to have. Like I need that in my collection. I just got the, if I'm correct too, I think it's right here. Yeah, I just got him today in the mail. The Boom Kofi to go with them.
Okay.
When they were the tag team.
Hell yeah.
So I put them together, and I got Yoshitatsu too with them. So those three together are a pretty good combo.
I think he's actually coming to the States here pretty soon, probably for around like WrestleMania time. I think I've seen something about him taking bookings. But yeah, I remember old Air Boom. Was that what the name of their
tag Air Boom? Yeah. So having that kind of tag team duo that I've seen as a kid too is kind of cool in my collection because it's like I have your figures now. These were expensive. The Kofi was expensive too.
It's cool that you had the Joey Mercury. Not a lot of people really know, like, you know, Joey Mercury is an OG in my opinion. Like I remember when he was Joey Matthews back in NCW and
that's what I'm saying too. Being in the local area of MCW too, not being that far from me, it's like having that as a figure too is kind of cool because it's like that's something cool. Plus, it's a custom, so it's made to my own. All I had to do was get a John Morrison body and a Jack's head and just pop it up, put it on. So it's kind of like it holds some value too because I got to make it. It's not a Mattel or anything like that. It's my own doing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Is that something you got into recently or like later on when you started collecting? Like
doing customs?
Yeah.
So yeah, I recently just started doing certain ones. I have this one I'm working on now. I think this is probably one of my best pieces so far that I'm working on, but it's a Crispin Wall.
Okay.
Cue
the music.
Bro, when you post this, you have to do that. But but like having this as a figure, but in this kind of style, because it was always a Jax. He never got to the Mattel because of everything. Yeah. But having it in this kind of style was cool because like I had the Jax one, but having this is like it's my own custom and it's a different style. So like if I try to sell this on Whatnot right now, if somebody has this, they're selling it for like $150. So if I was
his stuff is not cheap.
Yeah, so once I finish this all up and get the decals and everything looking right on it, if I ever sold this, it's gonna be worth a good amount of money. It's just an investment too, like.
Yeah, I've even seen his card autographed and like in a slab, and it's like $500 or something.
Yes,
at least minimum. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, and plus the guy, it sucks like everything that happened, but the guy was such a good wrestler.
Yeah.
Like such a good wrestler.
Yeah, when you just look at just wrestling, like he was definitely one of the best.
Talked about. He's one of the ones that you're going to talk about. Yeah.
Yeah, it's I guess, and everyone knows it's like taboo, and then everyone has their memes and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, if you just look at it from just a pure wrestling side, it's like bro is like one of the elites.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but it's crazy how that whole thing completely changed the business too.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy at the time too.
So you're also a gamer too, right?
Yeah, I actually just recently got into it not that long ago when I was a kid. I mean, I always play like more serious, I should say. I played it when I was a kid, like on the Xbox, the PlayStation, stuff like that, doing that. But when I would say about 13 at the time, I started getting into having a PC and watching streaming. So in the game Fortnite at the time was very, very huge. Like Fortnite was very huge at the time. So I streamed Fortnite at the time too. I ended up getting a PC and started streaming that. Twitch, I was streaming to like I would say anywhere like the 200 some viewers daily almost. I tried to stay at. Sometimes you had a bad day, but I was at that range of on Fortnite, just like because I constantly did it like 16 hours a day. I was putting in work.
Oh, okay.
Because of being homeschooled at the time too. I was homeschooled from like 13 till I graduated. So having that time to like just do my work in the morning and then go in the game afterwards and be ready for tournaments and just put the time in. I had buddies that played it too. We were all and meeting people online that played it 24/7. So it was just I fell in love with it. Like I was just in it all the time, and like the game was so huge at the time too. I mean, it popped off for a while there. Fortnite did. It still kind of is, but not as much. But like bidding in the competitive scene of it was a lot because the money was huge. Like World Cup was like I think World Cup was like $1 million or $3 million or something like that.
Damn, just from playing Fortnite.
Yeah, literally playing a whole day of Fortnite, and like it was a couple rounds, and whoever had the most points, like whoever had the most wins and points, is what it was. And it's just like, dude,
so that would be like a tournament that you'd have to enter, right? Okay.
Yeah, it's a tournament. Yeah, I was in tournaments every night almost in a game, and I did wagers and stuff like that. I played for money on the side and stuff like that.
Did you make any money?
Yeah, I made a good amount of money off there doing wagers. Nice. At least wagers, because wagers are so easy. You get kids that were bad at the game and like, I want to play for money. I'm like, all right, well, I'm insane. I was insane at the time with the game, and I was just like, I was racking up the money and wagers from them.
Yeah, you're like, feed me these little kids. So
yeah, I'll take your mom's credit card money, yo.
Yeah. Mom's gonna be unhappy when she sees that bill.
Yeah. Right? Who's this going to?
Is there any other titles that you're locked into now? Like, are you still gaming as heavy with Fortnite or?
Not really. I got burnt out of it right before I started wrestling. I kind of got burnt out of it, and that's another reason why I started going back to wrestling shows and getting back into it. I mean, it's just doing it for so much. I mean, like I said, I did it for like 16 hours a day, constantly playing the game and streaming. I got burnt out of it, but now I'll play it here and there, like when I get the chance to or anything. I'm also just so busy. I don't have time for video games anymore. Like, but once I had that time to relax, WWE is another one I play, or like GTA and stuff like that. I'll kick back into some old games and stuff like that. But I don't really play as much anymore like I used to.
Yeah, I mean, you might be an old man by the time we get GTA 6, you know. So,
dude, I might be.
Tell us what your wildest locker room story is that you've witnessed so far.
Locker room story?
Well, or at least what you could share, I guess.
Locker room story, I would say. Let's see. There's so many good ones. I have locker room and in-ring ones that are so funny. Let's see. Locker room. It's not so much a locker room one, but I guess you would say it's a locker room, but not really. It was no live audience was there. Let's just put it that way. No live audience was there. It was at a EC3 preference. Mm-hmm. I did the EC3 preface in Cleveland, Ohio. It was like his first or second one that he did. And I'm sitting there, I'm doing the promo, and I had to do a promo before my match, my 5-minute match that I had. And like, I was so bad at the promos. Like, I was fresh into the business, still trying to learn promos. So I went up there and did this little promo, got it. And he was like, I can tell you're nervous. And I was like, yeah, I am. Like, I'm new. Like, I'm still used to. He said, well, just relax. You know, like, I also was doing it as a wrestling promo. Mm-hmm. That was the thing. He was trying to get the difference from a wrestling promo and just talking. Like just casually being yourself and talking. And I didn't understand that at the time yet. Like I'm still learning it now, but he was like, do that. And I was like, all right. He was like, but give me a topic of like, you are the owner of Exodus Pro or whatever. And I was like, all right, I did it. So I just went off the rip. I just started going crazy. And I was like, I own each and every one of you. Like I own all, like everybody was there. So it was like preface. So you had like 30 other people sitting there. And I was like, I own each and every one of you. All of you listen to me. Y'all come to me. EC3, I own you. You listen to me. And as soon as I said that, he looks up, he's like, I had Damian Sandow at the time too. He was sitting there. He's just chilling. He looks over at him and he's like, the fuck is this kid doing? And he's like, I mean, you told him, like, I mean, what else do you want? Like, you told him to be himself and just, he was the owner. And I'm just going crazy. I was like, and if any of you have a problem with it, you're going to have to deal with me. And I felt myself in that one. And that's when I was really like, all right, I need that moment. Like, I felt it. And like, that's another thing, like you said, learning experience. Like, that was another piece of advice from a person, from a veteran that knows it, like that really like helped me out, was you just don't be like trying to do a wrestling promo or anything. Just talk. Just talk like you're talking to somebody. Have a conversation.
Yeah. It's something that's a little bit of a pet peeve of mine when I see that, where people like talk and like it's like a jumbled up wrestling promo that they've taken from so many different wrestlers, and they think that that's what they're supposed to say, and it's like, bro, nobody talks like that. So it's
not
like,
anymore. Yeah, like maybe back then, but like now what they're looking for nowadays is somebody that could talk to talk to the crowd and like talk to the people that just can relate. Like, you can just go out there and have a conversation, and the crowd is just going to be glued to it.
Yeah, that realism. So I came across your Tony Atlas story. Would you mind sharing that crazy story about your interaction you had with him?
Yeah, Tony Atlas, man. When we went there, it was Fair Play WrestleFest. It was actually when I reffed the Kerry Morton and Reggie match. So it was before the show, and I'm in this little area, and we're all walking down there at the time. Me and my buddies, other workers, we were walking, and we walk up to Tony Atlas. And like we introduce ourselves to him and everything. We're sitting there and like he talks to my buddy for a second. He asks him, he's like, I got a question. He's like, can one of y'all fart? And my buddy's like, what? And he looks at me and he's like, ask him, ask him that. And he's like, can you fart? And I was like, what? I was like, what, Tony? And he just starts, he's like, can you fart? Like, can you give me a fart? Can you turn around and fart for me? And I'm like, what? And I looked to my other buddy. I'm like, ask him that. He comes over. He's like, he asked him the same thing, and we're all just looking at each other. We're like, what?
Or is he ripping me right now?
Yeah, like I was like, is this man really messing with me? But no, he literally wanted us to.
Yeah, that's probably another one of his kinks besides his feet.
Yeah, I was like, hey, but Tony's such a good guy.
Oh yeah, he's cool. Like, he's a cool dude.
Such a good guy. But I was just like, what?
What is happening right now?
I was still fresh in the business too, so like we were saying, I was like, "Is he ribbing me? Is he trying to Is he trying to get me to say something? Like what?"
Yeah. Good old Mr. USA. He was on one that day, I guess.
He's a cool guy though. He is a great guy. Good knowledge too. He has some great knowledge also.
Oh yeah, I mean, think about everywhere that he's been and all the places he's seen, and he's a guy that he's done it all. Yeah,
he was wrestling in black and white, white, like when black and white was a thing.
Oh
the videos and stuff like that before it was even colored, like VHSs and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like because we were watching some of those matches, and I was like, damn, this is old.
Yeah, he's an OG that dealt with obviously like the era of where African Americans weren't really accepted that much, you know. So he had to deal with a lot of like racism and stuff back in the day too. So he
was over though. He was so big too. He was over.
Yeah. Who has helped you the most behind the scenes? Like, I guess you mentioned a few already in the podcast, but is there anyone else that maybe outside of wrestling that's helped you behind the scenes?
I would say outside. If we're talking outside of wrestling, I would say my family.
Okay.
I would really say my family because they're so supportive over it. They also help me with like my merchandise and stuff like that. My mom, she makes my t-shirts. She does all my t-shirts and stuff like that. My dad, he helps my mom with the t-shirts also. So it's like a little thing that they do together, and they just make all my t-shirts. I give them the designs that I get made. And they help me buy the t-shirts, we'll split the profit off of it or whatever, and just go from there. And or there's sometimes that they don't even ask for the profit. They're just buy the t-shirts and the rest is yours. And I'm like, all right, that's fine with me. Like they're a very big help with it, and they help me with like my car and stuff like that, the car work and stuff. Like even though I'm still learning it and stuff like that, certain things, but like my daddy helps me with stuff like that, so I can get the shows, making sure I have reliable transportation and stuff like that. Graphic designers, I would say recently, graphic designers outside of wrestling, is Tariq is his name, Lux Design. Great guy. He's from Three Legacies. He does the production for them and MLW and stuff like that. He just recently made my newest 8x10s that I posted out. But great guy. I mean, with him, if you really want to up your game and like production or like just your self presentation, that's the guy to go to. He makes your stuff look like $1 million.
Yeah, I follow him on Instagram. I've seen a lot of his stuff that he does. He does a lot, like you said, the production and images and logos and stuff like that. So he does pretty good work.
Yeah, he's very good.
Do your parents go to the shows with you?
Yeah, when they can. Sometimes they can't because like it's so far away. They are like they're I hike pretty much, so it's kind of hard. But like my close shows, they try to be at those ones mainly.
Okay. What do you want fans to understand about you that they might not see yet?
As in like what would you mean by that? As in just myself or wrestling or just like what?
Just you yourself in wrestling, what you're trying to achieve, where you're trying to go. Like what is it that you feel like that they might look past right now?
I would say probably my size. I would really say my size, like the way, like how tall I am and the way I'm built. Like I mean, I'm working on it. I'm trying to progress on it and get bigger. But I mean, like you don't have to be big in the business to do anything or make it. Like you could be the smallest guy and still make it and still do the stuff that everybody else is doing. Like I mean, yeah, we have the advantages, because like we're smaller, we could do a lot more. But people look past that though. They think just because you have to be jacked and you have to be like tall and stuff like that to be in the business, but it's like no, you don't have to have any of that. You can just be yourself.
Yeah,
like you just be yourself, and that's what I think gets looked over the most with me, at least.
Yeah, and it's accepting, I guess, where you're at the time. Like, so, like, if you're a smaller guy, you can do a lot of things that, say, a bigger guy can't do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or maybe get more roles that they couldn't get, or something.
Yeah, or you could put somebody over better. You could sell for them better.
Yeah,
Make them look
exactly.
good, you know?
But some people, they don't understand that, and they think like, well, I don't want to do that, or I don't want to have to, like, you know, earn my stripes that way or whatever. But it's like
I don't want to.
Yeah,
I don't want to job out to
spot.
somebody, is what they say. Yeah, I hear that so much. That was actually a great point you just pulled up right there. Like that was a great one. I hear that so much. I heard that like myself when I was coming up from other guys that I trained with. They were like, I don't want to job to this guy. I'm like, dude, what do you mean? That's how you get yourself up there. Like, I mean, if you and plus that's the thing, that's what a lot of people are looking for the smaller guys. If you can make somebody look like $1 million, that's what they're gonna want on their product instead of just like sloppiness. Like they want somebody that's gonna elevate their talent.
Yeah. It's like any advice that I could give is sell your ass off, because if you can sell your ass off, then you know you're gonna go a lot further than someone who's gonna want to be. I want to be protected. I want to be strong, and I want to be put over. It's like, you know, at the end of the day, unless we're talking to some superstar, it's like, come on, bro.
Yeah, like you gotta put yourself in situations to be respected, and like gain that respect and that trust, so they could put you in those other positions. Like once you build it, and you gotta take every position. You can't just do one position of wrestling. You gotta be at every opportunity. Knock on anything. Ask for anything. It doesn't matter. Like there's shows like tomorrow I'm going up to Three Legacies, and I'm not on the card. I'm just bringing up some buddies of mine, and we're going up, and you be in every position we could take. Like if they ask me to do production or something, or they ask me to help set up or take down the ring and all that, I do that. Like they want me to sell, somebody wants me to help sell their merch, I'm doing that. I'm being productive even though I'm not wrestling. Like I just like to be that productive like person. That's what you need to do. You need to be in those positions, because if you could take that spot and be like, take any spot, really, if they give you anything and you could just go full send it and do it, they're going to be like, all right, well, we trust this guy. If we have something, we could throw him in and he'll be fine. He could do it.
Yeah, you're showing that you're hungry, that you want it, and that, you know, you're here to help and do whatever it takes. And then also, I'm sure, to ask this question, I'm sure I know the answer, but your gear is in the car, right? When you go up there. Every time, like every place I go, no matter what, even if I'm not going to like those times I go out to vacation and I watch wrestling as a fan for a bigger company, I still have my gear with me. Because right? Yeah, like I'm out there to network. I'm out there to get to know people, and if I met the right person at the right time, and they're like, "Hey, this kid, like this is a battle royal or something," like, "Hey, this kid's got his gear. He's he's trained by this guy, or like he's trained. He knows what he's doing. Hey, you got your gear, kid. Get in the ring. Let's see what you got. Maybe it opens up a new opportunity for a new place or just something, Like so, you always want to stay ready. You always want to have that. That, and I know a lot of wrestlers, and I'll give an example. Bob Evans, for one, he always preaches like jumping in the car with a group of other wrestlers that might be going on a show, even if you're not booked on that show. You know what I mean? Just like you were mentioning, so you can help them with merch or set up stuff or whatever you got to do to show like, hey, I'm taking the initiative and I want to be here. I want to grow and I want a spot. So it's a good mindset.
Yeah, that's a good guy. Bob's actually another guy in my career that's really helped me out. Also, like backstage wise, like we were saying earlier, like he's helped me out a lot. Every time I see him at a show, he's like, "Hey, what's up, son? Like, what are you doing, man? Like, how you doing, kid? Like, what you got new?" And I talk to him too here and there, like. But the advice from him is so good. Like you said, like get in a car. That's what I've been telling other guys now. Like the guys that I bring with me and that I've been helping train with the House of Pain. I'm like, hey guys, you want to go with me to Three Legacies, or like going to go to the show? Hop in the car with me and let's just go. Like, get you experience, get you in front of a bigger audience and see what it's like. What are these guys at this level that you aren't like at yet are doing, so you could push towards that and actually want to do that. Like it gives a motivation too all the way around.
Yeah, and like you said, networking is a huge key. And if you can get out, like you said, in front of other people, more eyeballs, and meet new people, it's always good to make those connections.
Yes, very.
When it's all said and done, what do you want the name Hunter Price to mean in wrestling?
I want it to I want my name to I want someone to when they hear my name, like they're not just gonna think good, but they're gonna be like, that kid, like he gave back to a lot of people too. Like that's my thing. I want to be known as somebody that gives back when I get older too. Like my goal is to give back and make money, really. Like if I could go down as like a big name, yeah, I would love that. That would be amazing. But if I don't, I want to go down as being someone that gave back to the business and helped younger talent when I get older and stuff like that, or just now. Like you never know when your career can end. So like if it ended next week or whatever for me, like that, I want to go down now is like I tried to get back to what I learned, or just in general, like I did my best. I tried to work as what I could do. Like I take every moment and just take it from there.
Is that something you take pride in, helping others, achieve their goals and lift them up to, because like you said, you've been through it, some of the stages that they've already been through. So you know how to kind of like mold them or show them, hey, this might help more than, the current way you're doing it.
Yeah, because I mean, I've always been told, just like anything you can learn, like even from like a lot of veterans, anything you learn, even though you're so young and you're still learning yourself, just try to give it back to newer people that are coming in. Like, because it's not going to hurt them to know like from a different person or like what you learned, because you've already been through it not even that long ago. Yeah. Like there's certain situations that the guys are getting in now that I was literally just in like 6 months ago or a couple months ago, and it's like, hey man, don't do that, or like like I know where this is going to lead. Don't like stop before it even happens, and it might give them that, okay, well, even though he was just in it, he might be right. Like some people are stubborn, but like you learn. I mean, like all I could do is give them that advice and be like, hey man, like this is what I did and not to do, like, and go from there.
For sure. Well, Hunter, I've really enjoyed this conversation, and I'm looking forward to watching your career grow and seeing you check all the boxes, man. So if there's anything that you want to plug or anything that you have coming up, feel free to let the people know.
March 7th, House of Pain, like I said earlier, me and Alan Davison, one-on-one, 7:30 doors open, 8 p.m. bell time, if I'm correct. Gonna be a lot of great talent on that show too. My Instagram is Hunter Price, Facebook Hunter Price, TikTok Hunter Price. Whatnot is also it's Hunter Collectibles. So I also have an Instagram, Hunter Collectibles. That's pretty much it, man. I enjoyed it. I thank you for having me on. It was a great talk with you, man. I love it. I would love to do it again sometimes. Yeah. Maybe come back another 6 months or a year and see something changes, Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely for that. And like I said, I'd love to see, where you're at in 6 months, and, see if you got that heavyweight belt yet in 3LW, right?
Hey, you never know. Some opportunities are coming. Some things are coming different places. So you never know what can come for me then. But I hope to see you around at some shows too, man. Hopefully, I can send you some and hopefully get you out to some other shows of mine too.
Yeah, I'm definitely down for that, brother. All right, man. Well, until next time, see you at the Bingo Hall. Peace.
I'll see you.